great crowd. First, I want to thank all of you for coming and helping Patrick. I won't talk for a long time because you want to hear from Patrick, but there are a couple of points to make. One, this is a very, very winnable race, and I want to kind of make that point. I ran my first time in 1976 and lost, and then ran in 78 and lost again, and then won in 1980. And 1980 was somewhat like this race. The only difference that this year to 1980, in 1980 you could feel it percolating because we had Ronald Reagan running, but not until about October 15th to 18th did you really feel that you really had a chance to win. In fact, as my political consultant did a survey for me in August of that year, we were working at the Arlington County Fair. I went by his office to get the results. I felt they were going to be very good. And my wife and I were going away for 4 days to the Pocono Mountains with their 5 kids. And I was down by 26 points. 26 points in late August, and yet we won. And I think what we're feeling now this year is much better than that. It's actually much better than 1994. In 1994, in early October, you began to hear some of the stories, but about late October, about the 20th, or you really felt maybe the Republicans had a chance to really come close. This year it's different. You can feel it out there. The independents are out there. You can just feel our party is fired up. People know. I mean, if you own stock, you got wiped out today. Look at the housing values today. What they did. We have $13 trillion of debt, and there's no way to pay for it. We have $62 trillion of unfunded liabilities. In the year 2028, every dollar that comes in will go for interest on the debt or entitlement, nothing else. Nothing to fight terrorism, nothing for cancer research, nothing for infrastructure, nothing. Moody says we lose our AAA bond rating in 2013. And so people understand what our largest creditor, our banker, those of you in small business, the one person you don't want to mess with is your banker. Our banker is the Chinese government. China holds more paper than anybody else. China, who has 30 Catholic bishops in jail, Protestant pastors in jail, have plundered Tibet. China, who has cyber attacks against us by the hundreds every day. They're a banker. And so I think people understand there is something going on in this country. And I think so you're going to find a lot of people, quite frankly, who are serving in Congress who do not expect to have a tough race and do not expect to lose. And they're going to lose. And you're going to find a lot of people in a lot of races that you don't think the person has a chance to win, and they win. I tell you, I carried all the precincts that are in Patrick's district. This is a very, very winnable seat. Secondly, on the issue of terrorism and things like that, people know. Here you get an administration that wants to send Khalid Sheikh Mohammed to New York City to try him. And you know what the cost of trying him in New York City will be? $1 billion. We have agreed to pay the city of New York $209 million every year. And Vasali was in Alexandria for over 4 years. And so this administration is releasing people from Guantanamo Bay back to Somalia, back to Yemen, back to Afghanistan. So quite frankly, I think the Republicans, now I think we in the Republican Party have an obligation, though, to demonstrate to the American people when we come back in that we're prepared to get control of this debt, the deficit, not just speak about it, not just kind of talk about it, put out a press release, but to really do something about it. Also, when I'm at the meetings now, when we have delegation meetings and area delegation meetings, I'm the only Republican there. There'll be Barbara Mikulski. There'll be Senator McCarthy. There'll be the 2 Democratic senators from our state. There'll be Jerry Connolly, and there'll be Moran, and then it'll be me. I'm like the little boy home alone. So send me Patrick Murray. Send me Patrick, who served in the military. Send me. I'm going to tell you before I introduce Patrick. One, thanks for coming. He's going to need financial help. So when he comes back to you again, and perhaps 2 more times, please help him. Secondly, nobody should leave here tonight without putting a bumper sticker on your car. The Republican Campaign Committee in 1978 said a bumper sticker on the back of your car the last 30 days was worth $200. That was in 1978. And now we see now. So put a bumper sticker on the back. Then take a yard sign. A yard sign in the middle of Route 7 doesn't help you, but a yard sign on a person's yard really makes a difference. Then lastly, just tell your friends, your neighbors, your people in your church groups, you know, I know Patrick Murray. I know what he's done. I know he served in the military. And I know he's prepared to go there and change things. I give you your next Congressman, Patrick Murray. Patrick.